You know that feeling whenever you're doing something that you've never done before and you've thought about it. You've thought about it a ton of times. You know, I learned a new word recently. It's called oodles. You've done it oodles of times. You're like, oh, I want to do this. I want to change. I want to do something I've never done before. That's what I'm doing right now. Look, if you look at the description of my YouTube channel, you're gonna see that it says change is key. And that's something that I 100% believe in. Like, look, I'm doing something I've never done before. Like, look over here. It's like, I'm out in this little airway section of the apartment. I don't even know what this is called. Hi. She didn't see me. Alright, that's good. Oh, hi. Oh, got left unheard twice. Regardless, I've never done this before, but it feels so liberating, right? And I feel like this is something I want to share, right? I want to share how important change is. If you want to reach somewhere, right? If you want to reach somewhere that you've only dreamed of reaching, I was talking about this with a friend of mine just now. You can't keep being complacent. You can't keep just having the ideal like, oh yeah, you know, one day I'm going to change, one day I'm going to do this, one day I'm going to do the other. You know, I'm not going off of a script or anything. I'm just going off of what my mind is telling me, and I might sound like an absolute goofball, but I don't care because I want to change and I want to become a better version of myself. I want to become better at talking. I want to become better at communicating with people. I want to become better at expressing my emotions, and I want to reach the point of my life that I've set out for myself. One day I want to become the best soccer player in the world, right? I'm gonna put it out. I'm gonna be 100% genuine and authentic with you guys, alright? Now, this is kind of nerve-wracking, especially because, like, as I said, I've never done this before. But I think the only way I can go about this is being 100% genuine with you guys and talking to you, you know? I got no subscribers on here. I got nobody who's on here. This is fresh. This is a fresh channel. It's like bruschetta, however you say it. It's like that, bro. It's fresh. I don't even know what I'm saying. Bro, literally look at this. It's gorgeous. Look at the clouds. Oh my gosh. Just kind of yapping. It's so nice though. Stepping out of your comfort zone, man. There really is nothing like it. And if you never step out of your comfort zone, you're never gonna become who you want to be, you know? Now, my goal is probably within a year from now that I'll be able to just talk, you know, just talk and relay my ideas. I might do a little bit of cuts in this video because there's a lot of moments where I'm just kind of, you know, standing here taking in the moment, living in the moment. But I feel like my first video, if anything, needs to be about how change is key, right? It was about a year ago for me, and I was sitting down in my house. Things were going on in my life, and it was just a very tough time for me. And I was sitting there, and I remember I looked over towards the mirror. It was to the right of me. I looked over at it, and I remember looking at myself in the reflection, and I wasn't happy with where I was. I wasn't happy with who I was, and I hated looking at that version of myself, you know? It's in my channel description here, and it says change is key. And for me personally, that's one of the for me personally, change is one of the most important characteristics that somebody has to have, somebody has to go through. They have to go through constant change. Like, look at butterflies, bro. Look at butterflies. They start out as caterpillars, alright? In order for a caterpillar to one day become a butterfly, it can't stay the same. It has to go through different phases. It starts off as the caterpillar, it goes into like the chrysalis or something, and then after that, the cocoon, something like that. Then after that, it becomes a butterfly, right? How can you, sorry, whatever. You get the idea though. How can you expect to reach where you want to be? How can you expect to become who you want to be if you never go through something that's uncomfortable? If you never want to change? Like, look at me, bro. I've never done this before. There's a beautiful sunset sky thing over there. I don't even know what to call it, because we're not really at sunset yet, but still, you know? I've never done this before. And I want to become somebody different. I want to become somebody better. I don't want to keep being the same Skylar that I've been, you know? Now, I've got a ton of ideas in my mind about things I could talk about, and I've never, you know, talked about any of this before. I've never even put it to words vocally. I've done it through text messages, right? God, sorry, but The sunset is gorgeous, dude. Holy. But I've put it in text messages. I've said it in letter format, but I've never said it vocally. And I feel like to make this change, to, start doing things vocally out loud, is gonna start putting me in a better position to become the best version of myself, I'm planning on doing a lot of videos like this, and this is just the first of many. So this one might be like god awful, it might be terrible, but I still want to spread the message that change is key. And I don't know if I've already said it, I might have. I'm not going off of a script, and I'm most likely gonna do very minimal editing, if so much. My hair's frizzy, what the heck? I'm gonna barely do any editing, if I even do any at all, because firstly, that's a whole lot of work, and secondly, I just want to be authentic, But I forgot what I was gonna say. Oh yeah, no, I still forgot. If I do cuts, be small little cuts here and there, connecting different ideas. God, man, I just don't want to be the same person, I don't want to keep looking in the mirror and not be content. I was talking with one of my friends not too long ago, and we were talking about the facade of self-improvement, where you keep telling people like, oh yeah, I'm on self-improvement, I'm becoming the best version of myself, I'm gonna change, I'm gonna make a change, yabba dabba doo. And I feel like that's what I want to stop doing. I want to stop saying that I'm gonna change. I want to stop saying that I'm on self-improvement, and instead I want to actually follow through with it. I feel like the facade of self-improvement is very easy to fall into, The facade of self-improvement is really just saying that you're gonna become someone, saying that you're gonna reach somewhere, doing a ton of research into it, but in the end, all you're doing is talking. I just want to become better, man. I don't want to stay the same. And stepping out of your comfort zone is just the way to go about it. I'm not doing this for anybody else. I'm doing it for myself. And ideally, in a year's time, I want to be able to come back to this and look at where I was. And hopefully, I'll be able to say that I've changed, I feel like doing this is going to be a good way that I can measure where I'm at, I need to stop saying, I say it too much. I just put it at the end of a sentence. In anime, whenever you have a character, and then they have a little thing that they say at the end of a phrase, and then, they just keep doing it. I feel like that's me with, and I gotta stop doing that. But yeah, I've said it 16 times already, probably, but if you want to change, man, you gotta take action. Anyways, if you want to join me on my journey of becoming better, becoming different, subscribe, I guess. No, not even, I don't care. I'm not gonna ask y'all to subscribe, but if y'all got tips for me to do anything different, I'd greatly appreciate it, And I hope if you decide to stick with me on my journey, 18-year-old, finding his way, becoming truly better, then I'll welcome. Anyways, take action.